We could all be figments
Good
of
to see you
someone
again. Good to see you again.
Just players in a play. That you, I, all the dream. Not crazy. And for who?
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it? Just follow my lead, you know? Hadn't thought of that. Find out how much she misses old Ogren or who I have to kill, and then I'll go sweep her off her feet. That's me, Mr. Charm.
What can I get for you? And don't say mead. We ran out of that a week ago. And don't say rum, either. Ran out the day before yesterday. And don't say brandy. Have you seen how desperate people are now? They just want a drink to forget what's happened. Some ran out of coin and started paying in food, chickens, whatever they had.
Felsi! I need tables clean, girl!
I've got a customer! Husband? You haven't been in town long, have you? You'd think this whole town was a chantry cloister for all the real men you find here. Ugh, did you have to bring his name up? I just ate. You could say that. You could also say I would rather kiss a deep stalker on the lips than see him again. Oh? What's he changed into then? A horned toad?
Felsi, what in Andraste's name are you doing? The tables, girl!
All right! I've got to get back to work.
Well, what did she say? I knew it. Once you've had Ogren, what merchant boy would do? Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Well, look what the nug dragged in. I should have known you were in the neighborhood, by the stench. What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting Darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well, What? Oh, right. It's fate, Felsi. What can I say?
Fate? The ancestors must have a sense of humor, then.
Sure they do. You've had a good look at Lady Helmy, haven't you? If her face isn't a joke the ancestors are playing, I'm a Bronto's behind.
So, Lady Helmy must be a paragon of beauty, then.
I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto. If by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire, yes.
Oh well, it's been fun, Felsie, but I better go.
Wait, you're leaving? You just got here. I haven't called you a shaft rat yet.
Well, you can't keep the archdemon waiting. You hurt its feelings, it might just turn the whole blight around and go home. Nobody wants that.
Well, you don't need to fight it right now, do you? I mean, you could have a pint first. You could call me a surly Bronto. I could tell you that you smell like nug droppings.
I'll tell you what, I got some things I gotta do, but I'll come back for that pint when things are settled, you frigid deep stalker.
Fine, but you better not keep me waiting, you worthless copper-plated swordcast.
Wouldn't dream of it. I still got it. Weren't you watching? She could barely restrain herself. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go? Aye, all right then.
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Of course. What would you like?
Come on back sometime, I'll find you the good ale. Well, the brown watery stuff that we call the good ale, anyway. Come on back sometime. I'll find you the good ale. Well, the brown watery...
Make her rest the souls of all Templars who gave their lives defending the faith.
You have coin? Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
There's not much danger now, thanks to you.
Yes.
Your efforts are...
Move along, friend. Oh, wonderful. I always appreciate correspondence from my upstanding friends in the Collective. On behalf of myself and my men, I thank you. I'll make sure the Collective's generosity is reciprocated. On your way now.
I understand you've acquired all the allies you could. That's good. We can call the landsmeet if you are ready. I would prefer not giving Lowgain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me. Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Lowgain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage for the moment is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Lowgain, this is an honor, that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies. Ah, the Grey Warden recruit. I thought we might meet again. You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden. You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
Don't interrupt, Churl. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Calthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne. Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Lowgain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Lowgain to show himself quite so soon. My sister married King Merrick while he was still in exile. At that time, he and Lowgain were inseparable. The wild prince who'd never seen the inside of a castle, and the farmer's son. When Lowgain joined Merrick's rebels, he was just a raw-boned boy, but he got on one knee to swear that he would see Ferelden free or die trying. and conspires with a blood mage to poison me. It is a bitter dose to taste. The Chantry speaks truly about the corruption of power. If a man like Lowgain could go and do this, I would never have believed he would do anything but what was best for Ferelden. We need eyes and ears in the city. Lowgain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the landsmeet then.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
His lordship sends no notice he's coming, and now the house is full of guests. Andraste preserved.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? I'm here for you. Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you?
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
Right here, old pal. Aye, all right then.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Earl's sitting room. The Chamberlain disapproves of us. If Lady Isolde hadn't brought me into this household from Redcliffe last year, I'd never have been given a place. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
What comes, my friend?
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable. Why don't we ensure Lowgain won't have us all executed first, and worry about how to celebrate later? This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself. My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Lowgain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the queen to the new Isle of Denrum is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room. King Kalen was like a son to him, and Lowgain left him to die. Does he love Enora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard House say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Owl Eamon.
We may have no choice but to trust Enora. The Queen is well loved. If Lowgain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
And who would tell them? Me? An elf? Escaped from Orlais? Ferelden noble would listen to my words. Rescue my queen, and I promise she will reveal all, and at the time when it will hurt Lowgain most. I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think? I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. There I was enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Task complete. On to the next. It is done.
His lordship sends no notice.
Come on, keep those cats out of my cream! Dinner's not ready yet, and don't ask. It'll be served when it's done, and that's that. Now, shoo, out of
Can't
my
talk
kitchen.
now, sir. Mistress Agatha would have my eye.
Here, Corella, taste this.
What's the point in scrubbing the pots if they just get dirty again?
Can't talk now, sir.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh. If they keep tracking mud up here, it's going to take a month to get it all out.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes. Witch has been looking at me oddly. Stop it, or I will crush its tiny bird-like head.
I am simply finding it difficult to believe that there is a woman inside of there.
A woman who is also a warrior, and a dwarf.
Yes, that would explain a great deal.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh? One more swipe, and no one will ever forget it. I guarantee you'll love it. 6 sovereigns. 10 Lowgain is out in the field. I figure you'd like to get back at him, right? Word is that his seneschal has been getting the 10's crown all nice and sparkly for the landsmeet. The seneschal is taking a bit of a rest at the Nord Noble Tavern. He won't be there long. He has a heavy guard, but if you can make off with the tyrant's own crown, think of the embarrassment. That's all I know. I hope it's enough.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Fresh from Orthamar.
Did you see Wolf's face when he arrived? I heard West Hills has fallen to Darkspawn.
Got it. Your lands are in the south. Surely you've seen the light yourself.
What are you doing skulking about? Get out! 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 What are you doing skulking about? Get out!
Both his boys from Darkspawn. Try.
You're back. No luck yet, eh? Keep trying. Right you are.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
What can I get you, stranger?
I wonder that myself.
What can I get you, stranger?
To devote to politics.
What can I get you, stranger? The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings, and then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
There's wonderful news. Arl Eamon has been cured of his strange illness, and not only is he better, but he's also called the nobility to Denerim to settle the succession. Seems he's found some unknown son of Merrick's, of all things, and he says he should be the rightful king. I just hope they finally get to fighting the Darkspawn. Anything else you need?
Most, you'll have
Finished.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged at present.
I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment.
Right. As you wish.
Huh? How can I help you, milady? They just came in, didn't they? An anxious lot. Those guards look fierce, if you ask me. Got it. 1 round of drinks. What type? Certainly. I'll deliver it straight away.
Danger.
Kill the warden. Now!
So be it. They'll never know what hit him. Right. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. You had it coming! Right. As you wish. Let's get started. On it. Begin the onslaught! Right.
No.
better.
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the... I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me. The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town. It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north. Every piece comes with...
You're back, eh? The Tern's crown. Oh, that's rich. You have to admit, that was worth every copper you paid me, eh? They're calling you the Dark Wolf. What do you think of that? Too bad no one can know. You could get a lot of action. There's nothing more I can offer you like that. Anything else you fancy? There's no way you can top that last heist, Wolf. You're a legend. The nobles are still afraid to come out of their manors. I'm more of a man on a mission type. Chit-chat's boring if you ask me. Used to do a bit of second story work in my day, but besides that, you don't need to know anything about me, and I already know all I need to know about you. Makes for a healthy partnership, eh? Right you are.
What comes, my friend?
The Mages Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you. In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house.
I've heard that somewhere before.
Did you need something else? May the light of the...
Warden sends you. As you wish. Let's get started. be easy enough. Right.
Yes.
On it. Right.
An order.
Weapons at the ready!
This should be easy enough.
On it. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Yes! And stay down!
This should be easy enough.
Long live King Harold.
Right. As you wish. Let's get started. It is done.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent. It's a very strange toxin. I know there's a counter, but the ingredients are so rare, it just doesn't matter. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Think again.
Oh, great. I wanted
On it. This should be.
Who shall I crush?
at your order.
Let's get started. On it. No. This should be easy enough. Right. Let's get started. This should be easy. Let's get started. Right.
An order.
You need help?
That wasn't so bad.
news of the hour. Lord Valentine.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to... Right. Local.
So, you met this sibling
As
of
you
yours?
wish.
Half-sister. But yes.
And you made a promise to help her?
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing? This woman is a parasite who will appreciate nothing you do. You know this.
It's moments like this when I truly appreciate the difference between you and me.
It is moments like this when I truly wonder at the difference between you and a toadstool.
This about the guild? I swear, I didn't tell them anything. I just took the sovereigns.
Don't look now.
Son of Merrick. Bastard from Redcliffe, I hear. Are we supposed to be impressed? You and your friends are formidable folk. I'm sure you'll...
Indeed.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Cursed creatures! Time for a little cleanup! Let's get started. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? So be it. I shall do it. On it. Right. Come, you can do better than that! On it.
Orzammar has heard your call. We march for you, Warden. Orzammar has heard your... We march for you, Warden.
Indeed.
News of the hour.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time. There's nothing I can do.
Your wish?
She'll be up and around in no time, thanks to you.
News of the hour.
witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense?
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. It was your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at?
I wonder.
Take her place?
If I could have
what
a
do
moment.
you mean?
As the new Witch of the Wild. That was her title, no? When one slays the queen, it's assumed they'll take her throne.
Considering the throne is a small shack in the middle of a cold wilderness, I think I may just pass.
And why would you lie to me, I wonder?
Ah, is this the part where you hint at some subtle plot of mine? Because you are so very perceptive?
So you didn't know what your mother planned until you read it in that book. That's what you said.
That is correct.
I admire you. You are a wicked, wicked woman.
And you are a fool who spends far too much time on his hair.
You've been busy traveling all over, and such tragic news you keep bringing. I was wondering if you'd check up on one more person. I'm sure you'll find this scroll quite interesting.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
They are sinners. To false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle. Task complete. On to the next. Trap! Trap! Trap!
And so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again.
So they sent you, Taliesin. Or did you volunteer for the job?
I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake. Oh? Does Zevran need to live?
I suspect I will manage just fine, Taliesin. I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Enemies approaching. Trap! Trap! Let's get started.
For blood and glory!
Let's finish this. So be it.
Poetess.
Look at this!
Why don't you stick to milking cows or picking weeds, huh?
Better luck stealing from a drunk poetess. Another notch in the blade.
Right. Let's get started. Right.
Blood and glory!
And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out. A very good thing. It is in fact what I had hoped for ever since you decided not to kill me. I have enjoyed our company, but I am wondering if it is not time for me to leave. That would be the practical thing to do, no? There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. But I suppose the decision is yours. Will you let me go? All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
Warden
No one else. Attack!
I want the money first.
Where's the boy? You get nothing until I see the boy.
Show me one of the bags.
Not a chance.
Now that's not a particularly smart attitude when your dear boy's life is in the balance, is it?
We're done here. Go back to your contact, quickly.
Kill them all.
Warden, I'm humbled you'll visit. Right you are.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at?
To lure birds out of the sky?
I mean, your situation. Being made of stone and such, I imagine it must be terrible for you to see others together, you know?
Together? As in standing next to one another?
I speak of love, my sturdy friend, and the act of love. Surely this must bring you discomfort, knowing you can never partake in such pleasures.
That is disgusting. It was bad enough that I had to suffer the occasional pair of villagers lying in my shade, but the idea of partaking...
You are stoic, my friend, and brave. You do us a great honor by suffering in silence.
I was not suffering, silently or otherwise, until now.
I understand.
I heard there was quite a scuffle in the alleyways. Well done, Warden. Don't worry, Warden. Some friends have rescued the boy. He's already safely home back with his father, his very important father. You took care of the father's other requirement. The man who kidnapped his son, Captain Chase, is quite dead. Thanks to you. That I can't say. But in time, I think you'll find out. Crows are hired for their discretion, as well as for their performance. I've nothing more for you. I hope you found the contents of the chest satisfying. My superiors want me to convey their thanks. The Crows aren't accepting any new contracts on you. And when this blight ends, we'd love you to visit Antiva to discuss other opportunities. I did what I had to do, but there's no more need for word games. Just visit us in Antiva when all is said and done. And I was expecting the same. But our order has survived the centuries because we always uphold our deals. Like I said, sending Zevran after you was nothing personal. We've determined you are a far better ally than an enemy. Just remember our offer. We could really use someone with your talents. It's time for me to take a vacation. Caesar has a special stock of wares that might interest you. It was a pleasure working with you, Warden. Luck be to you.
Demon Slayer. Surely he doesn't expect us to believe an aura unfit to rule without father to advise her.
I wonder that myself.
What can I get you, stranger? Right.
The islandage is...
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Welcome back. What can I get for you, honey? Come again.
Over here!
Are you sure I can't interest you in this? I'm sure...
Everything brings us closer to victory.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh? Surely there are better uses for our time.
Nope.
Done and done.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Our house is inside. The estate is in poor repair. The new owl, he has not been very prompt in paying his workmen. You should leave your walking statue thing behind. It will never escape notice.
Yes. Certainly no way for me to blend in with all the other statues.
I will be right behind you.
No, the Carpenter's Craft Hall has had enough. Nor will the stonemason. It's been a month since we've seen so much as a coin of ours for our work.
This way.
His lordship is much engaged with the reason. He will hear your complaints as soon as he has the time.
You're wasting a breath. And when will that be? At the dawn of the next age? Our people have families to feed. They can't wait forever on the Terran's whim.
His lordship...
Oh, for the love
On
of
it.
Lady Andraste, just leave the lot of you.
Creeping around down there. Check it out.
Enemies approaching.
I see.
I am ready. Direct me.
Let's grab some glory!
Let's get started. Let's get started. Right. On it. Let's get started. Right. As you wish. Right. On it. This should be easy enough.
Water in that fountain. Ale. It's just an idea.
Yes?
Now that's what I like to see.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly. More guards patrol every hour. If they find these two missing, they will know... how you say... something is amiss. I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes.
Here they come.
You're under attack!
Let's get started. Let's get started. Right.
How about you?
On it. Right. That wasn't so bad.
We must hurry. There will be little time before the patrol finds what you have done. You are certain you will not wear the disguise? The servants here, they have no love for Hal, but they will be frightened by strangers bursting in. She's in a guest room, off the main hall. Andraste, guide us. We must hurry.
Thieves! Breaking in the house! Guards, help us!
Looks like we're in for some fun.
Blast you! Right. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right. Let's get started. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As usual. Right. This should be easy enough. Excellent! Begin the onslaught! I sent something on here.
The armory is closed.
On it, as you wish.
You. Guards! We've got intruders!
This should be easy enough. On it. Right.
An order. I see.
This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it, as you wish. Let's get started. On it, right. Right, as you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it. On it. Come, you can do better than that. Back. On it. Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. On it. Let's get started. Get on it. Finally, some wildlife. I thought everything was out to get us. You had it coming! Right. It is done.
You know, I've been thinking. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Funny, I'm sure. Just listen for a minute. Back when we left Goldana's, you told me I needed to look out for myself more than I do. I'm beginning to think you were right. I need to stop letting everyone else make my decisions for me. I need to take a stand and think about myself for a change, or I'm never going to be happy. No, what you said made sense. You were right. I should be looking out for myself more. Or did I not understand you? I don't have to do it. I want to. What you said made sense. I should have done this a long time ago. I just wanted to thank you. You've been a great friend through all of this. The one bright spot in everything that's happened. Let's go. We've got a lot left to do.
Finished. We must hurry. I'm unable to do that.
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback. My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic. Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Hal's side. Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will. Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Tern Hal will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left.
I'm unable to do that.
Time for some exercise, I see.
Right. Someone's here.
Look, you didn't say nothing. Wait. Who are you? You're not on my watch! Call the watch! We've got an intruder!
As you wish. Mission
Task complete. On to the next.
What comes, my friend?
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could... Alistair? Is that you?
Who? Wait. I do know you. You were at my joining. He's one of us. A warden from Orlais. Jada, I think. Or was it Montsemar? I'm afraid I don't remember your name.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever, and glad to be home. Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption. Would that I could, for Ferelden sorely needs them. But for the joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh Darkspawn blood, but a drop of blood preserved from an archdemon. Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Lowgain either confiscated or destroyed it. As you know, the joining's chance of success is slim anyway. Lowgain has done far worse to the Wardens than cut us off from recruiting. And from the rumors flying through Denerim, removing him from the throne is already your plan, no? I saw him go into the dungeons. He may still be there. Because I wasn't there. I was sent from Orlais when we received no word from King Cailan. The king had invited all the Wardens of Orlais and their support troops to join him. Then nothing. With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Lowgain didn't yet know who I was. I wouldn't be much use to you in my current condition. And if you'll pardon me, I've a sudden desire to breathe some free air. I will seek you out later, after I find a good physician. And good luck, sister.
Trap! On it. Let's get started. I see. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. On it. Right. Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Right. Come now, defend yourself! Easy enough. I'm unable to do that. Be wary. Right. Let's get started. This should be easy. On it. Right. You're getting sloppy! That'd make an interesting cut. On it, as you do. You'll never know what hit him! Let's get started. Right. On it. Either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me!
Very well.
I am ready. Very well.
Well.
Let's get started. Right.
Yes.
All right.
Let's get started. This should be easy. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Let's make this quick, shall we?
Very well.
Time for a little cleanup on it. Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough. On it, right. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Right, nice and good. This should be easy enough. Right. Let's get started. On it. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right. This should be easy enough.
Ah, that will leave a scar. Blast. No. So be it. That I cannot. Surely there are better uses for our time.
That wasn't so bad. Finished. It is done.
Would seem we are not alone.
Let's get started. Wipe them out! Right. It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me! On it. Excellent!
Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you? You move in august company, stranger.
I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon.
If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue? Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask. Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Hal said the Isle of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Lowgain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
Danger approaching. This should be right. On it. Right. This should be easy. As you wish. I see.
Sounding the horns for retreat. Sounding the horns for retreat. Do you hear it? Do you hear the dogs howling? They said to retreat. The horns sounded and we turned, and then the screams. We rode and they screamed and screamed and... Mother! Can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door.
Done and done. Finished.
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his land's meat? You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This land's meat is a farce. Lowgain will triumph, and you will die.
Oh, great. I wanted to stop for lunch, too.
Speak!
Victory shall be mine! On it. Let's get started.
I see.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
Maker, have mercy on your faithful servant. Andraste, bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. I'll stun her.
Is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real? Where am I? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tern's men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done. The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Tern's men took him from me and brought me here. Yes, he destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me. No one can free me from failure, save Blessed Andraste. Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me. Lady of Perpetual Sorrows, pray for me.
It is done. That wasn't so bad.
My thanks. I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Ask away.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy. Bring them down! Lowgain wants the Warden, dead or alive.
Warden
Looks like we're in for some fun.
Let's finish this. I see. I shall do it.
Time for a little cleanup!
Right. Right. This should be easy enough. Right.
Look at this mess! I love it!
Right.
Correct me. So be it.
Here.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action!
As you wish.
Weapons at the ready!
Hurry.
Victory shall be mine!
On it. Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
You'll never know what hit him!
Right. On it. As you wish. Let's get started. On it. Right.
Yes. Done.
Speak up!
Weapons at the ready!
Let's get started. On it. Right. Let's get started.
Yes? Direct me.
No quarter!
Where to?
So good.
At your order.
Go.
You had it coming!
Very well. I see. As you wish. I shall do it. So be it.
Weapons at the ready! It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me!
Let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Right. This should be easy enough. On it. Let's get started. On it. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On it. Right. This should be easy enough. Right. Let's get started. On it. Right. This should be easy enough.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
My love?
Long day.
I'm unable to do that.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Sir Calthrian's death is a waste, truly. But I suppose it could not be helped. I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. Perhaps it will be more difficult for him. But if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me. I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Lowgain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Lowgain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Lowgain. Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Lowgain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility. Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians, and it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Maker knows what that man is capable of now. Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away. Of course. You never asked? We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that? Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing. They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me. Hello? Have you met me? I'm no leader of men. I don't want to be the person sitting on the throne and making decisions that affect the lives of others. That just isn't me. And now Arleman plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city. We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know. But it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths. It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there and the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way. Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, All you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
My lady, she will be forever grateful.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Caelin's queen. As much as they loved Caelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Caelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine. No? You're a Grey Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Eamon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far. Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn. Caelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built. My feelings towards Alistair have nothing to do with it. I barely know him. I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. Ignoring that the man looks so much like Caelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Caelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires? Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with. Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it. Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? I can't say I like the idea at all. Why should I even consider something like this? Might have something there. All right. You've convinced me. If it comes to that, I'll agree to marry her. Make her help us all. Go and tell her, if you think it's a good idea. Me? I think I need a drink. Or 10.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair, to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire.
What comes, my friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find
I knew this was coming. Spent all the coin preparing, so I ain't dying over it.
I sent something down you. On it. Let's get started.
Welcome to the wonder.